Welcome to Aviator DB News Briefing. Today is Monday, April 27th, 2026. Here are today's top stories. Eve Air Mobility raises $230, adds Brazilian exchange listing. NTSB, LaGuardia system failed to predict Air Canada fire truck collision. SkyWest cuts 2026 EPS guidance to $11 amid rising fuel costs. Now for the details. Eve Air Mobility, NX, has secured $230 million through a registered direct offering of 47.4 million new common shares at $4.85 per share. The Embraer subsidiary will use proceeds to fund operations, potential mergers and acquisitions, and debt repayment as it advances electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft development. The company announced a dual listing strategy, launching Brazilian depositary receipts on the B3 exchange under ticker EVB31 to supplement its New York Stock Exchange presence. Major investors include BND Espar and Embraer, with placement agents Cantor Fitzgerald, Raymond James and Associates, and Banco Bradesco BBI facilitating the offering. Prior to the offering, Eve traded at $5.86, with a market capitalization of approximately $1.76 billion. The company recently signed an agreement for up to 50 eVTOLs for Costa Rican operations in June 2025, demonstrating progress in the competitive urban air mobility sector as investor confidence in electric aviation technology continues growing. The National Transportation Safety Board released a preliminary report April 25th, revealing how LaGuardia Airport's collision avoidance system failed to prevent a fatal crash between an Air Canada express jet and a fire truck. The airport's surface detection equipment, ASDEX, could not alert air traffic controllers to the potential conflict because the 7 responding fire trucks lacked transponders, preventing reliable position tracking. According to the report, runway entrance lights remained illuminated until approximately 3 seconds before impact, when the lead fire truck reached the runway edge. Controllers issued multiple stop warnings, but the truck operator only realized the danger once already on runway 4. Air Canada Express Flight 8646 crashed March 15th, killing both pilots aboard the Bombardier CRJ-900. The system's inability to distinguish merging radar targets meant it could not predict the conflict. While investigators continue analyzing whether runway lights and controller actions contributed to the outcome, the preliminary findings highlight significant gaps in ground vehicle tracking at major airports. Q1 results and guidance revision. SkyWest Airlines reported first quarter 2026 net income of $102 million, or $2.50 per diluted share, with revenue reaching $1.01 billion. However, the regional carrier lowered its full-year GAAP earnings per share guidance to approximately $11, down from prior expectations. Management attributed the adjustment to elevated fuel costs expected to persist through the year. Market reaction and outlook. The guidance cut comes amid high fuel prices linked to Middle East conflict and slightly lower summer block hour production than modeled. Citi analyst John Godin lowered the price target to $101 from $112, citing fuel cost sensitivity. Despite headwinds, the company projects the third quarter as the strongest seasonally and remains optimistic about full-year profitability compared to 2025. Fleet and financial strategy. Operational improvements include new E175 deliveries and CRJ450 conversions for United to support capacity. SOM Capital noted that while Q1 fundamentals are solid, rising fuel and maintenance costs pose margin risks. Investors are advised to monitor the impact of energy price volatility on the regional carrier's bottom line. That's all we have for today. You can get the latest aviation news at aviatordb.com.